Welcome back to Car Drive Next Day, your ultimate destination for deep dive car reviews that don't just look at the specs, but feel the soul of the machine. Today, we're talking about a name that's iconic, a car that changed the automotive world, and it's back. Say hello to the 2026 Ferrari F40, not a tribute, not a reboot. This is Ferrari's boldest, most nostalgic, and most modern project in decades, and it's got one mission: to honor the past while rewriting the future. Let's start where it all begins, when you first lay eyes on it. If you're a fan of the original F40, you'll see the lineage instantly. The 2026 model doesn't shy away from heritage. The low, wide stance is back. The wedge-shaped front nose, aggressive and unapologetic, slices the air with surgical precision. Those signature pop-up headlights are reimagined with modern laser-thin DRLs that mimic the original silhouette while packing cutting-edge illumination tech. The hood vents are sculpted deeper now, improving airflow and cooling, but they still whisper the spirit of 1987 loud enough for purists to hear. Move to the side profile, and the evolution becomes clearer. This is not a retro copy, it's a rebirth. The iconic aqueducts are still there, carved into the flanks like scars from motorsport battles past, but they're now fully functional aerodynamic channels, feeding the twin-turbo V8 with cold air and stability. The carbon fiber weave is proudly on display beneath the ultra-thin matte clear coat, a reminder that this car is more race car than road car. The forged alloy wheels are staggered 20-inch in the front, 21 in the rear, wrapped in Pirelli P0 courses custom designed for the F40's balance. The side mirrors, once perched like antennae, now flow with the body lines, shaped by wind tunnel science but still echoing the classic design. Now, let's talk about that rear, because this is where things get insane. The 2026 F40 brings back the massive, unmistakable rear wing, functional, brutal, and beautiful. Unlike modern hypercars that try to hide their aero, this car wears its downforce like armor. Beneath that wing, a mesh grille reveals glimpses of the monstrous exhaust system, triple-tipped titanium outlets that spit flames on throttle lift. The taillights are minimalist circles, like the original, but float inside smoked glass that gives them a ghostly glow when lit. You get the sense that Ferrari wanted to keep the drama and rawness of the original F40, but infuse it with precision and purpose. Open the doors, which are now feather light thanks to composite carbon hinges, and you step into an interior that feels like the cockpit of a Le Mans prototype. No plush materials, no distraction, just business, yet it's not barren. Ferrari has struck a balance between analog and digital. You get a full-width digital display that spans the dash, but it's skinned to resemble analog gauges, complete with a needle-style tech that redlines at 9,000 RPM. The seats are fixed carbon buckets with Alcantara padding, bolted directly to the floor for a lower center of gravity. They adjust via the pedals and steering column instead, race style. Red 5-point harnesses are standard. And yes, there's a gated manual option, a 6-speed dogleg gearbox for the bravest drivers out there, but most buyers will likely opt for the ultra-fast 8-speed dual-clutch unit with paddle shifters that click like rifle bolts. The rest of the cabin is raw, focused, and utterly Ferrari. Exposed welts, aluminum floor panels, no infotainment system, just a removable tablet that handles nav and telemetry. Even the AC is optional, because this car doesn't want to coddle you, it wants to test you. It wants to make you sweat. Underneath the engine cover, which still lifts up clamshell style, just like the original, sits the heart of the beast, a 3.6-liter twin-turbo V8, mid-mounted, pushing out a jaw-dropping 920 horsepower and 720 pound-feet of torque. Ferrari has ditched hybridization here. No batteries, no e-axles, just internal combustion fury. Why? Because the F40 isn't about compromise, it's about purity. 0 to 60 happens in 2.5 seconds. Top speed, 232 miles per hour. But it's the way it delivers the power that sets it apart. Turbo lag is minimal thanks to electric spool assist, but you still get that sudden, violent kick as the boost builds. The noise is mechanical, guttural, and unfiltered. It doesn't sound like a modern turbocharged car. It sounds like a chainsaw symphony echoing through a cathedral of carbon. The chassis is a miracle of modern engineering. Ferrari used a carbon Kevlar tub reinforced with titanium subframes. The suspension is fully adaptive but tuned for raw feel. No float, just razor-edge feedback. You feel every pebble, every camber change. It's not comfortable, it's alive. And the steering the steering is unassisted, just like the original. Heavy at low speeds, but once you're moving, it telegraphs every nuance of the road into your fingertips. Braking is handled by carbon ceramic rotors the size of dinner plates, with 6 piston calipers up front and 4 in the rear. Stopping power is immediate, violent even, but the modulation is surprisingly progressive. It lets you dance at the limit without falling off the cliff. Now let's talk numbers. Production is limited to just 1,040 units worldwide. And the price? Ferrari set it at $2.4 million base. But with options A and yes, there are some, like the exposed carbon finish, competition spec aero, and manual gearbox A, you're easily looking at $3 million or more. Of course, all of them are spoken for. Ferrari handpicked the buyers. No flipping allowed. No speculation. This is not an investment car. It's a driver's car. And if you're lucky enough to see one on the road, know that you're witnessing one of the last pure analog supercars ever made, born in the digital age, but built with a soul from the past. So where does the 2026 Ferrari F40 stand in the automotive landscape? It's not the fastest. It's not the most high-tech. It doesn't have 1,000 screens or autonomous modes. But it doesn't care. This car is a love letter to driving, to danger, to drama. It's Ferrari saying, before we go fully electric, here's one last roar. And what a roar it is. As we wrap this review, one thing is clear: the 2026 Ferrari F40 isn't trying to be better than its rivals. It's trying to be truer to the experience of speed, to the romance of racing, to the feeling you get when you shift gears manually at 9,000 RPM, with sweat on your palms and your heart pounding through your chest. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the soul of the 2026 Ferrari F40. If you love cars that break rules and make history, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because here at Car Drive Next, we don't just review cars, we live them. Until next time, keep your foot down and your eyes up. We'll see you on the next drive.